I'm John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Aphazing pedal by Experimental Noize. As you can tell by the 7 knobs on this bad boy, you have all kinds of tweaking possibilities. And we'll tell you all about it after I tell you about how we're recording it. I'm playing my old 56 Les Paul Custom. It's pretty much stock. The bridge has been replaced over the years, but other than that, it's pretty much stock. I'm running directly into the Aphazing. That's being powered by a Voodoo Labs pedal power. And then that's going into a Fender Supersonic amp. We're going between the clean and dirty channel, micing it with a Royer R121 mic, going into an Apogee Quartet and into Pro Tools. Here's what it sounds like with it off. Clean, dirty. And we'll kind of be shifting between those tones as we go. So Experimental Noize really did it right. They're building a phaser, and this is a great phaser with tons of options. But it's more than that. It works as a cool tremolo pedal. It also gives kind of Univibe tones if you're going for that too. And it all gets down to the many controls you have here. 32-bit processing, buffered bypass, can run on batteries or DC power. It takes up a lot of real estate on your pedal board, but if this is your kind of pedal, if you're into that tone, it's totally worth it. So as you can see, it's a fairly complex phaser, but we'll kind of go through the basics and then spin some knobs and let you see what it sounds like. The main point of interest that we can kind of focus on is right here. You have this knob which handles stages. So your phase staging can either be 2, 4, 8, and 12. In short, the phasing becomes a little more intense as the number goes up. Down here you have the modes, and what it is, there's 4 different modes. One is additive, subtractive, alternate additive, and alternate subtractive. And what that does, it affects the way the high limit and the low limit work. Right over here, rate, that's pretty easy. In fact, why don't I quit yakking and kind of show you. Rate, of course, is going to control the rate. Depth gives you everything from really heavy to fairly subtle. Now I want to kind of show you how the stages kind of works. We'll just for a taste test, I'm going to put the rate in the middle, depth way up, and you can see as it changes in this setting as I go through the different stages. So on this first setting, 2-stage, pretty subtle, almost tremolo-ish. In fact, if you bring your depth down a little bit, it's to me very tremolo-ish. Just a cool subtle tremolo. There might be a little bit of, I don't know, fairy dust on the top with some overtone bits. But it really sounds like a biased tremolo to me. What's cool too is your rate is so extreme, you can get to a real slow. Or you can get so fast that it's just crazy. Then, if you really want to go nuts, that doesn't even sound like a guitar at that point. It's so over the top. So that's stage 2. Now, the modes are going to change that quite a bit. Right there we were on B, but I'll just kind of flip through it and you see what it does. So 2-stage phasing, pretty subtle, but as we go to 4, it's going to get more extreme. And again, the additive or subtractive modes are going to change your tone quite a bit. And these two over here is the low limit and the high limit. Those are really fun tweaking bits too. I'll just kind of spin a bit and you can see what it does. That's pretty cool when you turn that down. Let's jack with this one a little bit. I mean, I imagine I'm just like all of you out there in the interwebs where you get a pedal and you're not exactly concerned about what all this stuff means. You just kind of dial it by ear. And there's so many great sounds in this. I want to do that same little bit on mode B so you can kind of feel that. Then if we get to C, okay, when I put it in mode D, it gets really interesting because to me that's very Univibe-y. You know, like. And in fact, if you bring your depth down a little bit there and your rate down, it's almost kind of, it's hard to identify what that sound is. It's almost a little chorusy. Now, if we go to the next stage, it's going to be even more chorusy. That's kind of a cool, unexpected thing to have in a phaser. Okay, so let's jump into this, the 12 stage, see what that does. That little shika-ga, it's almost like a filter. Pretty cool though. Now, I'm going to take it to the other mode. Again, it's funny, every sound that this has in it is going to kind of inspire something else. That to me sounds like it'd be kind of a cool slide thing. So that's a very cool tone, very usable thing. That pretty much covers all of it, but let me just play a little bit more and you can sort of hear it as we go through it. I'll just spin as we play. I'm going to leave the depth about in the middle, rate a little bit lower, and these right in the middle. And just kind of just spin and see what we get. To me, that's almost like a country thing. Or that almost sounds, gosh, almost kind of like like a Rhodes, how a Rhodes has sort of that sort of tone to it. And, you know, with a little bit of dirt. So those are the basics on the Aphazing by Experimental Noize. And Experimental Noize is definitely a fitting name for that company because this is a very experimental pedal. I mean, you will never run out of tones on this. And I kind of like pedals where they surprise you a little bit, like the Ghost in the Machine, you're not exactly sure what it's going to do, and this definitely has that, which I dig. So to read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out the Premier Guitar podcasts. They are very cool, and we'll see you next time. This is John Bollinger.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.